Hey everyone, have I here bring a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be doing our full breakdown and some fun little team builds for the Dokkan Festival exclusive Big Bang Vegeta. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and take a look at their card art. I love the TUR card art. I think it's one of Vegeta's best out there, besides like the Majin Vegeta stuff, which I absolutely think they are the best of the best. But for like a base form Vegeta, Super Saiyan Vegeta, I think TR is amazing. I think the SSR is a little lackluster, right? But again, for an SSR, for TUR, it's not as generally incredible as if it's going to be an LR. On top of that, of course, this also has a transformation, an active skill transformation that changes the art design there. And I kind of wish that this was actually the card art. I think this looks incredible, you know, Vegeta doing the Big Bang attack, but this would have made the unit not a Vegeta, but a Super Saiyan Vegeta, and I think we already have, you know, several. We really don't have too many standalone Vegetas, base form Vegetas, as units that are very usable. So good for them to, you know, make that decision there. Let's go ahead and look at the stats of this unit here. I'm sure you guys have already seen a lot of this already, being that the data download and everything happened a lot earlier than normal. But of course, I always still want to do the full breakdown here. The stats here, really good actually. Defense, almost 13,000 defense for TUR, 16,000, 17,000 is what we're looking for attack on Dokkan Fest exclusives anyway, or TURs that is. And then a little low, we're looking for like, you know, 17, 18,000 when it comes to HP, but simming left, this is still some decent stats. Let's make this a little bit bigger. And let's look at the leader skill. Vegeta's family Super Saiyans, 170% across the board with a triple 30% boost for 200% for Pure Saiyans, Battle of Wits, Mastered Evolution. If you watch my previous video discussing what they could have done here to change and made this leader skill better, I think they could have just maybe moved Mastered Evolution up over here, run some additional units, or actually change Pure Saiyans and Super Saiyans. So again, you have a more robust offerings of units that you can run on the 170%, even though it's not a 200% boost. So I did watch, if you guys did watch that video, you guys have a little bit more insight on that as well. Super attack here is a great super attack, right? We're looking always for a stacking ability. This does raise attack and defense. When you see raises attack and defense in a combination like this, it's actually a 20% boost, versus if it was kind of separated, it'll be a 30% boost. So that's what we're looking at there, and causes immense damage to enemy. And then seal super attack. Again, this is beneficial for a certain end game, but especially if you're doing this with Extreme Super Battle Road, then that's very beneficial. Certain red zones, you can also use that as well. So let's go ahead and look at the passive skill. A very long passive skill, a lot of little bullet points here. So first and foremost, it is a key +2 attack and defense 150%, a little lower than normal standard what we're seeing for Dokkan festivals, but hey, that's all right, because guard against all attacks. No stipulation, no high chance, no great chance. It's just straight up guard all times. That's what we want to see. So reduces damage received by 18% and launches an additional super attack for 3 turns from the character's entry turn. Now this unit does not have an entry animation. It would have been, I don't know, you know, do we have this here as the active skill transformation, or do we have, you know, entrance skill or entrance animation? You know, it's hard to say. I think it would have been the same animation as when you transformed. I was thinking like this would be like a Ribrianne, where you come in and you automatically go Super Saiyan, right? And if you kept all the stats here, or beefed up the stats here, I think it would have been fine. It would have been great. But anyway, this has this interesting boosting mechanic here with HP remaining for attack and defense. Again, this is only for 3 turns, by the way. Just forgot to mention that. Only for 3 turns, so you get this additional super attack, thus stacking a little bit more, but you do lose this 18% damage mitigation as you continue to stack after the 3 turns. So, but as you're doing that, if you have good HP, you can get up to 150% to attack when the character attacks for the first time in a turn. And then the greater the attack boost, was basically the greater the HP. And then defensively, when you receive an attack first time in a turn, you're going to get a defensive boost as well, up to 150%. So that's, I don't say it was new, but it's very different and interesting. plus an additional defense 31% with each attack received. So you do want to take attacks, especially in your first 3 turns here, because you have that damage mitigation, but then you get boosted up by 80%. So you just need to take 3 attacks. 3 attacks, you're good to go in those first 3 turns. Once an additional attack has a great chance of becoming a super attack when there is a Goku ally or a attacking in the same turn, or enemy that's a Goku, right? So looking for blue zone, those types of things there, but ultimately you just want to have a Goku in the same turn, because this is very strong here. Guaranteed additional attack with a 70% chance of being a super attack, thus proccing an additional stack there. Very beneficial. You're not going to need Goku afterwards, but while you're in this form here, boosting up, Goku is in a sense very valuable. You do have active skill transformation here. This can be activated pretty much after the 3rd turn, because it's only an 18% or more HP restriction for this transformation. Kind of odd there. So after the 3rd turn, you're going to have the option to transform. Remember, you stack, so that's a reason why a lot of people might just stay in the base form before they actually transform. Link skills: Saiyan Warrior, Royal Lineage, Prepare for Battle, Saiyan Lineage, Prodigies, Saiyan Pride, Fierce Battle. It's only on a few categories, so this is kind of the negative for this Vegeta here. It's only on Vegeta's Family, Super Saiyans, Pure Saiyans, Battle of Wits, Master of Evolution, Android Cell Saga, Gifted Warriors, and Transformation Boost. And ultimately, that's just not enough, in my opinion, for a brand new unit in 2024. But hey, that's how it goes. Now, once you transform, this is then what it looks like. So when you transform here, he becomes absolutely incredible. He's already actually incredible in base form, but even more so here. You get a SA boost. It doesn't stack anymore. You do get greatly raises attack and defense, which is I believe a 50% boost. So you go from 20 to 50%. So a huge boost there. And but only for 1 turn, doesn't stack anymore. You also get an additional 30% boost on attack and defense, and 1 key there. So key plus 3 and 180% still guards. You have now guaranteed damage mitigation of 18%. And then you have this interesting attack boost here. Oh, actually, before you do the attack boost on HP, if your HP is 30% or more, you get an additional 180% to attack damage. And then you also, if your HP is 30% or more, you get an additional attack, and it has a great chance of becoming a super attack. So you don't need the Goku anymore for that skill set. Now you have this interesting stackable HP enemy attacking. So as the HP for the enemy reduces, the higher a chance that you're going to be, or not chance, but higher attack stat you're going to be able to get this boosted up. So over 110%. If your enemy is 40% or less in HP, you're going to get all these boosts right here. And then, hey, just casually 180% to defense when receiving an attack. And then even better here, launches additional super attack within the same turn and disables a attack enemy's action once within the turn of receiving an attack. That's just so good. So good. So when you transform, you're going to be solid. No problems there when you transform. And you guess what? You have the Big Bang attack as that finishing move for the active skill. No Mushroom Cloud, unfortunately, but still has a great KO screen. Mastery raises attack, temporarily causes ultimate damage to enemy, and all attacks become critical hits within the turn activated. And you can activate this basically after your character receives 3 attacks or more in the battle, or facing one enemy whose HP is 80% or less. Now, one of the things I always mention, and I hate that this happens, is when you go from a transformation here, you change leader or link skills, and Royal Lineage turns to Super Saiyan, and then Saiyan Lineage turns to Golden Warrior. I've often said, you know what, if you're going to make this transformation, make these units actually even better, just add on link skills versus taking away some, because maybe those were what you were looking for when you were building up a team, right? Categories, of course, stay the same. So again, top tier, if not the best, one of the best TURs in the game, especially at the transformation state, or even here as you continue to build up. The stacking ability is huge, and then that guard is always there from the beginning to end of the fight. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of Vegeta, so I'm just very happy that they end up getting this love here for Saiyan Day. And for JP players out there, this team is incredible. But let's talk about teams, right? Let's talk about teams, because global players, at the time I'm recording this video, has not caught up to the 9-year anniversary yet. Of course, the sync is going to happen in the future. Again, whenever you're watching this video, it might be later on, and just want to give you that kind of insights here. So the 200% teams that you're building are this, and at this point in time, there are 3 major LRs that global doesn't have at this point in time. Of course, when we catch up to the 9-year anniversary, those units are going to be available. So we have these units here, we have these units here, and when you're building a team, you have minimum options right now on global at 200%. So what unit would you probably use? So you can use anyone down here in this second floater spot here, and it will be just fine. There's not too many options really that you can technically use. You can use possibly the EZA Vegeta here. You can use the EZA Goku. You can use the EZA Super Saiyan Gohan if you wanted to. Again, you can run another support unit. I wouldn't run this because then this won't link up. So anyway, overall options on global, not so much at 200%. On JP, on the other hand, way better scenario. So when global catches up to JP, this is the team that you're going to be generally running, with Evolution Vegeta and Super Vegito in the main rotation, and then Broly just hanging out there. You can use Domain for a buff for the BBV, but it's going to harm the other units on this team here, and generally probably not what you want to do. You can also then on global build a stronger kind of oriented team with 170% units, like a Future Gohan, like the LR Carnival Super Saiyans, EZA Kefla, LRGG for some reason is not on the 200%, don't know why. So stuff like that, you can start building out on the global version of the game. So another thing that you can kind of build out here is more of a Vegeta Trunks oriented team with more Gokus in the back end, so you can help that Vegeta build up. I just have King Vegeta just chilling as the floater support unit, which is fine. I think a lot of people are going to do that. But if you don't want to do that, you go ahead and move them up in the main rotation, because that third Goku, I just put Goku on all of them so that again that Vegeta can get that extra possible super attack off. King Vegeta does provide an additional boost once he does a super attack, so that third position is going to get a nice little boost there. So that's the reason you might want to run it this way versus maybe the other way there. But again, on JP, it just looks so much better. Yeah, even with the addition of the 9-year anniversary Gogeta on there, you can just slot him in on there as well, along with maybe a team like this where again you have a Goku in the main rotation, so you get that extra boost. But God forbid you're gonna put the Evolution Vegeta down as a floater on there. Yeah, you'll move him up once the Vegeta transforms. Once the Vegeta transforms, you can move easily the Evolution Vegeta up at main rotation, and that could be fine there as well. And of course, kind of just having a team with the Vegeta kind of just in the foreshadow could be another option as well, because the 9-year anniversary was so good. You want to run the majority of 9-year anniversaries on the main rotations, just like what you're seeing here with Evolution Vegeta, Super Vegito, Gogeta, and Broly. So super solid. Another thing I didn't mention is you could run a full extreme team. It's just not going to be very good. So let me just kind of build this out real quick on global. What would that look like, right? So a full extreme team, actually technically it'll be more on JP. Yeah, because you have to have the Broly. Yeah, if you have the Broly, you can run more of an extreme team. You can run the Majin Vegeta int one there, but then you kind of want to have a Trunks on the team. So yeah, synergy is kind of iffy, but all in all, standalone for the unit is very good. But the team building at this point in time on JP is great, but on global it's definitely limited. So just keep that in mind. Now you do have opportunities in the future for EZAs to Vegetas, and the more Vegeta or Vegeta family units that do EZA, it's going to be very interesting as this team kind of continues to blossom, right? I don't think that's at its peak right now, either on JP or on global. I think there is going to be absolute blossoming in the future when these units on the left hand side is going to traditionally EZA. I would say this unit here, one of the older units, and or Super Vegeta is going to EZA. If he EZAs, you know, he has those guaranteed crits and things of that nature. That's going to be very interesting how good he actually is. He's going to run very well on that team. And of course, the Super Extreme Z Awakening now on global as well. Interesting seeing what the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is going to look like, right? So that's definitely going to be very interesting. And then of course Gogeta, and then Blue Vegeta and Trunks. Yeah. So anyway, that is the full breakdown of some fun little team builds. Hopefully you guys you know, kind of understood kind of where we're at when it comes to the game and this unit here. Might not be the best time, could wait. You probably already summoned by now when this video comes out. The banner should be already out. But ultimately, hey, it's your guys' decision on what to do. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video here. If you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we'll catch you next time. Later.